podcast, Kit-Chat. I'm joined today with Crispin and Holman, two kitchen investment trainers for the openings teams for Mitchells and Butlers. I'm going to get straight. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hi.
I'm going to kind of get straight into it, to be honest, you two. I'm going to hand over to Crispin and just ask you what your journey was before you actually joined the kitchen investment training team.
So before coming into this team, I was I worked for Harvester for a while, and I was an AKM for Harvester. I got to a point really where I was doing a lot of training and doing a lot of district work, and I just thought, where could I put those skills and sort of advance? So I applied for the role of kitchen investment trainer with the openings team, and thankfully got it. I started in 2018. I had a bit of a break with COVID, and I've just come back, and it's just a fantastic team to be in, and it's just a great way of working.
I couldn't agree with you more. And what about you, James? What was your journey being a kitchen investment trainer?
Oh yeah, so I joined Mitchells and Butlers in 2007. Then promoted to AKM, do a bit of AKM role, and then I saw the opportunity, vacancy for openings team, kitchen investments trainer, just back of last year, around December, November time. Then I applied for the role.
That's good to hear. To be fair, I was pretty much the same as you two. So I was started with the company 2005, started off at Harvester, worked my way up, was an accredited kitchen manager at the end for Minimum Carter, and now I'm with this great team, joined the old corporate world. I'm going to hand it over to either of you. What was the most nervous that you found about joining the team?
For me, I would say IT skills and the kind of transition from mainly being in the kitchen to coming out and talking to more people than before, and kind of I was so nervous, and I was like, oh my god, how I'm going to do this. So yeah, IT skills and the transition from being just a chef and then being a trainer. How about you?
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and I just think that the sort of the thought of all the IT work coming from a kitchen-based background was just going to be a little bit daunting. But actually, it's not as bad as you think, and it's just really good to pick up those new skills.
Yeah,
I think I agree with James. Is what James said about it's the transition between being in a kitchen and doing that kind of district training, and then going into a corporate role where you're doing training in a more of a formal environment. But however, actually, it's not massively different. It's just adapting that really, and it's a really good learning, I think.
No, I couldn't agree with you anymore. No, to be fair, I couldn't agree anymore. Second and third, the whole IT situation, I feared it, and it's nowhere near as bad as you think, is it whatsoever? The one thing that I was nervous about was doing different brands. Obviously, coming back, I've just done 8 years with M&C, and then doing 17 brands potentially, and dealing with a lot of RBMs. Obviously, when you're an AKM and when you're a KM, you only have to deal with one RBM, maybe an OD. But now dealing with RBMs on a different basis, GMs on different basis, I feared it. And to be honest, I've not came across one RBM or one GM that I've not got on with. And I think that says a lot about the company. And
that's very true, actually. Yeah. I think it's.
But also it goes along with your personality. I think how you conduct yourself.
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of these fears are based on just not knowing. It's just fear of the unknown, isn't it? And actually, when you start doing it, you realise that most of those things aren't really founded anyway. So it's pretty good.
No, of course.
I mean, it's more. Sorry, it's more like us as humans, we don't like change. So when you feel like, oh, I'm going into something new, it's a change. It's just a natural reaction, I think.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
I'm going to ask you a question now, which is completely opposite to the nerves. What are the benefits that you've found since you've joined the team? What are the things you've enjoyed the most?
That's a great question.
Oh man!
Thank you.
For me, the benefits are just working in a fantastic team. I mean, it's just so inclusive and so supportive. If you have any issues or any problems, or you don't know an answer to a question, there's so many people, whether it's a kit, a pit, a manager, a line manager, or whoever, and you'll just easily get that answer, and it's always delivered in a really nice way, so you don't feel like you don't feel stupid or anything. I love that. That's one of the aspects I really enjoy, and the other is it's the traveling around and meeting different people. I'm a real people's person, and I love building those relationships with all the people that you either work with or work for. I think it's fab.
Agreed. And you, James?
Yeah, for me, it's more like when, as I said, I was nervous, and I was like, how I'm going to fit into this team, and the support and the big welcome straight away from my induction, including you, Matt, and Nikki. How you welcomed me, yeah, just make me feel welcome, feel home. I had those questions: how I'm going to fit in, how I'm going to do, like, how I'm going to get going and things like that. But yeah, just a brilliant team, a brilliant people, just amazing human beings, really. And as Crispin said, the travel is just amazing. And you feel like, before I joined this team, if I was to go, I've been to Cardiff before, but I had to pay for it. What was this? I just have, everything is paid for. Just the beauty of it.
Make it sound like a big holiday.
Yeah, just like a big holiday, and the drinks, for those who like drinks
with a bit of work in between.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think there's many jobs in the world where one week you could be in Brighton, the next week you're in Glasgow, the next week you're in Wales. You could be in like 4 different countries within the space of 1 month, and for me, I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you think the benefits are? What do you think is important about the role for you?
Do you know what? I love the fact that you train in different brands as well. I've never, since I've been with this job in September, I've never once been bored. And I'm not saying I was bored before, but I definitely I've not even thought about boredom whatever. There's a lot of things that kind of go over your mind. You're thinking about each week, preparing, but it's fun preparing. You're preparing to meet new team, new RBM, new GM. And for me, I just think it's exciting. There's not many jobs out there. Whereas I said before, you can be in Brighton 1 week, then in Glasgow, then off to Wales, doing Cardiff, doing 3 different brands in 1 month. And for me, I just think it is really, really exciting.
And I think it's safe to say that every day is different, isn't it?
It is. And just so much fun. I love it. Just enjoy it.
No, I couldn't agree anymore. To be fair,
I think we'd have to all get on anyway because we spend that much time together.
Yeah. No, that's another thing. Like I said earlier, like I didn't know how to fit in, but then you just like when you start working, meeting different. You meet your fellow trainers, and then you just see like how well you get on. If you get stuck with something, you give a call, you call them. They're so willing to help, so willing to give you time and make sure you're all right, make sure you're getting things how they should be done.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because everyone's so different in the team as well, but as a whole, everybody gets on so well.
Yeah,
I love that. I think it's really good to have those different characters.
Yeah, we've literally got each person from each bit of the UK, really, haven't we? We've got Scott, we've got someone from Wales, we've got a Geordie, we've got a Brummie, we've got a Malawian. Do you know what I mean? There's not many teams out there. Right, what I am going to finish off with is if you could each give me, if you were trying to sell this job to someone that wanted to join the team, here's your chance, guys. Who do we want to recruit?
I think it's really important that you have the right kind of mindset and that you're open and you're open to other people's opinions and you're open to learning new skills. I think it's really important that you feel you can get on with people and you can work within a team, because that's such a strong feeling in our team, is that it's all based around teamwork. I just think it's a massively brilliant opportunity for somebody to join this team, because it's just such a good working environment. Yeah.
And you, James?
Yeah, for me, it's just like, have an open mind, be open-minded, and just embrace any sort of things you come across, any new like upskilling or any new skills or new things you come across. Just have an open mind and say, I want to learn, I want to improve, and embrace it.
No, brilliant. I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, I agree. You need to be open-minded to this job, but at the same time, it's a fun team. The team are brilliant, aren't they? I know we've been saying it quite a lot, but like, they're always there for you. If you've got any problems with IT, they'll speak to you. If you've got any problems even with your home life, they'll speak to you. Any kind of problems, issues, if you want just a bit of experience. We've got an Excel genius. We've got someone who has been with the brand since it pretty much started. And for me, I just think it's one of them that I've never looked back after applying for this job, and I'm guessing it's the same for both of you two as well.
100%.
100%. I love it. I'm loving it. I love it. I love it.
We love it.
I just love the team, like how supportive they are. I mean, all of us, like we're there always for each other.
No, brilliant. Right then, you two, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to wrap this up for our pilot episode of Kit-Khat. I can't wait for you two to join me on the second episode.
Please do join us. There's lots more to come.
Looking forward to it.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Let's say bye. See you later.
Cheers. See ya.